respect for Coach Sampson and the Houston program. I think we saw tonight why they are who they are and who they've been for, not just this season, but just incredible respect for them and their program. And I just want to say this to open, just appreciate this Pirate Nation and this fan base so much for supporting us tonight. The atmosphere that they had in there, they delivered at the highest level. Our students, this community, Greenville, it was electric in there, and they delivered. And much unfortunately we weren't able to deliver the same back to them. But just so much appreciation, and our goal is that we're going to build this program where it feels like that a lot of nights throughout the season.
Questions?
Coach, speaking up to that in the second half, but obviously if y'all could get it under 15, stay within striking distance, it was just kind of frustrating that y'all couldn't really get over that hump, so to speak.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And again, there's so many, Houston's so good in so many areas, okay, from talent to scheme to what they do on both sides of the ball. They're elite offensive rebounding. And if you had our whole team up here sitting here and you asked them what's the key to the game, they knew it. We've worked on it. But it feels different when you got to go out there and do it, and you haven't gone up against that before. And so every time, I'm not going to call it the difference in the game by any means, because they kicked our butt every which way. They kicked our butt. But that being said, 17 offensive rebounds is what doesn't even give you a chance to be competitive with under 10 to go. And that number right there was key.
Coach, your offense looks a heck of a lot better in the second half than the first half. In your mind, what changed?
Well, in the first half, I think, we're trying to run some stuff to control tempo a little bit, run sets that we've run every game. Houston is dynamic at keeping you, disrupting your entries, disrupting timing, and in the second half, we had to open it up a little bit. We tried it a few times in the first half, but again, offense, I would say this, offense is you just can't base it all on the offense. Because with that being said, we're 3 for 25 shooting the ball in the first half, abysmal. But we're missing free throws consistently. We missed 2 point-blank layups in the first half. So even with that, score at halftime, we're down by, what is that? Whatever it is, we're down by. We're down by 17 at half. You make 4 more free throws and you convert on those 2 layups. Now it's a different feel. So without a doubt, we had to spread it out a little bit more in the second half to see if we could get downhill and drive the ball, and we had some success with it. But if we make free throws and make some of the shots at the rim in the first half, I don't think it's as drastic a difference first half to second half. We knew we had to try and drive the basketball versus this team. They're an elite defensive team. And your best bet is to get to the free throw line and get the ball to the paint. And we did it better in the second half.
Coach, the biggest crowd in 15 years, I know you spoke about it earlier, but how much can your players learn from playing in that environment? And it just seemed like they did kind of settle in more in the second half.
Yeah, I think anytime you look at 3 straight missed free throw attempts, 2 miss, 2 miss, 2 miss. Those things just give so much life to the other team. It's deflating. It takes the air out of the arena, it takes the air out of your defense, because you're going back on defense every time with the chance to have chipped away, and instead the score is the same. And what I think it's the first time this group felt that. I think they were so excited about it, probably overly excited going into it. And I think we'll learn from it because, again, I'll say it again. I just said it on the radio, and I said it here. The goal is that I think this is such a great place, such a great fan base, incredible community, the city of Greenville, this university, that it's going to feel like that a lot in there, and regardless of who comes in. And that's what we're trying to build here. And you know what? Our guys will have no choice but to get used to it.
Coach, with the atmosphere tonight, you were talking about that. How about the towels? I love that promotion of the towels, looking around. And I shot some videos of the arena and seeing those towels. It was really electric.
It was awesome. It was awesome. And you know what? I think what they say the announced crowd was 7 and some change. I don't know the exact number. And we get around between 4 and 5 most nights, or somewhere in that range. We can drum up and we can get it where it's 6, 7 every night. I really believe that. This is a special place. The administration is behind it. The university, the students are the best. And we can get it where it feels like that. And those towels were awesome. Reminded me of the Minnesota Twins, the home run hankies that they had when that place was going in the Metrodome. But I thought it was great, and I just so thankful to the administration and this community and the students for coming out, and they delivered at the highest level we could imagine.
Coach Brandon Johnson finished with 1 rebound. Is that just a case of Houston kind of marking him, being like, we're not going to let him maybe play his game on the boards?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I said it one time out, we looked at every guy, and I said, sophomore, freshman, sophomore was in the game. And I said, don't wait until tomorrow in film, or let's not wait until to learn what we have to do. And one of the things Brandon is learning every minute that he's out there is what it's like to be a marked man, what it's like to be game planned for. It's not by accident that he's the 2nd or 3rd leading rebounder in the league. He's done it. But being game planned for is a whole different thing when you have to go do that again. When you have to do what you do well with another team, particularly one of the very best, if not the best team in the country, and right now they are the best team in the country, taking that strength away from you. And I think Brandon's going to learn. He's going to learn from that. He's open to it. He understands. Brandon's better than a 1-rebound game. But give Houston a lot of credit, and Brandon's going to learn from that.
Anything else?
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach.